Right, part three. The next thing we're going to be looking at is the clusters n-gram tools. If you click on this, um, basically it's the same principle as a word list tool, but it doesn't give you a list of the most frequent words or a list of words in the order of frequency. It gives you a list of groups of words. So if you go here, if you click on n-grams, this is important, you click on n-grams and just press start. The most frequent pair of words is corpus linguistics. They occur together in that order. A total of 149 times in 77 different files out of our 122 files. So of 122 students, 77 mentioned corpus linguistics. Okay? Other groups of two words include I was, of the, I had, etc. Why are the groups of two words? Because this is the n-gram size we've got here. Okay? If you scroll all the way down, you'll see a lot of groups of words, pairs of words occur only once. That's not very useful. So really you want to have at least a minimum frequency of 2, perhaps a minimum range of 2. So it's things which occur in at least 2 files. That's up to you. Okay, so these are 2 word clusters. Usually you'll be interested probably in 3 word clusters. If I click one more here, it brings me up to 3, and automatically this goes up. If I click it again, goes up to 4, and here as well. But if I click down, it's only 3, and this remains at 4. So if you're interested in 3 grams, you have to do both. So if you look at groups of 3 words, you'll find I had to, I did not, a lot of, in order to, I wanted to, etc. If we look at 4 grams, start, you'll see a lot of time, the first time. Ooh, time seems to be an important concept. That's useful. Okay, if you go up, so that's 4 grams. If you go up as far as, say, 8 grams and start, you'll see, oh, there are quite a lot of groups of 8 words, all of which occur in 2 files. This to me is a little bit suspicious. In fact, if you explore a bit, you'll see that very often they occur in the same 2 files. Clearly, on occasion, one student decided to copy someone else's homework, personal feedback, and use that as a template and simply change the specifics to their own format. So this is one of the things which plagiarism tools when they're checking for plagiarism. Let's make this a bit bigger so we can see a bit better. Okay, so if you click on that, remember you can see that you change from an arrow format to a little hand format. If you click on it, it takes you to the concordance tool, and you can see it's in files 15 SO9 and 16 S14. If you want to look at that in the file view, it shows you where it occurs. Clone the results. This saves them into a separate window. It means that you can compare things. Back in ANCONC, come back to concordance and click on the second one, and you can then see how similar the two are. At the beginning, I was scared of this new course. At the beginning, I had a lot of difficulties to understand. Okay? Understanding how the aim of a research paper in linguistics, build the corpus for myself, and so if you look at it, there's quite a lot of text which actually overlaps quite a lot, especially in the final paragraph. I discovered corpus linguistics through this course and it was completely new to me. I've discovered corpus linguistics through this course and it was completely new to me. These students, clearly the second student, is not creating original text, they are copying, which is not acceptable. Okay, so this is the kind of thing which I am aware of, and all of your texts do go into a plagiarism detector. You have been warned. Okay, let's go back to the clusters n-grams tools. Let's go down again to 4, I think it was, and start. So a lot of time and the first time I. If you're interested in something like the first time I, click it and it takes you here. This is really important. This is the concordance tool. So you can see how these words occur in text. Now in 2 of the occurrences, it's the first item in the text. You can see that in the file view. Back to concordance, click on the first time, it takes you to file group. So the opening sentence in those texts. Other people, it might be the second one. It's a big first sentence, but there are 2 words before it. Similarly, quite often they occur towards the beginning. Okay, so it can be useful automatically to switch between concordance and file view. Okay, in the concordance window, let's get rid of the first time I here. type in something a bit more frequent like very and start. Okay, so you can see straight away there are 137 hits of the word very, occurrences of the word very. If you want to see which files include that, you can click on concordance plot. Now you can see, for example, this is the beginning and this is the end of this file. So in file 14S04, the word very occurs twice, once very near the beginning, once about a third of the way through. If you click on one of the bars, again the little hand symbol, it will take you straight to file view with very there. You can see the other occurrence here. If you click here, it takes you back to the concordance. So all these things interact with each other. Okay, you've got your list of very, which is useful, but what is the order of them? The order is simply the order of the number of the text. SO4 comes before 14SO5, comes before 14SO6, and so on. But you might want to sort these to see what words occur frequently to the right of very. Now you can do this very simply. Level 1, one word to the right, 2 words to the right, 3 words to the right. All 3 are checked. So if we click sort, we've still got very down the middle, but now the first word on the right is in alphabetical order. So we can see very abstract, very anxious, very arduous, very bad marks. Somebody was afraid of that. Didn't necessarily happen. Okay, I should say that all of these texts in here, they're not just good texts. Some of them did not pass, some of them were quite substantial failures. So it's all of the PF files, not just good files. Okay, so that's a way to sort. If you want to sort, if you're not interested in the third word or the second word, unclick them. So now you only have a check in here, level 1, first word to the right, sort again. So it just gives you that. And you can clone the results to a separate window again. You've seen how to do that. If you want to select all of these, you can, using Control A for all, copy them, paste them into a Word file. I know students frequently have difficulty with copying and pasting words, but in the ANCOM tutorials, Lawrence Anthony shows you very clearly how to do that. I won't do it again. Okay, so that's if you want to sort to the right. Maybe you want to search to the left. What words come before very? Now you can change that. Here we're 1R, so we want to go down to 1L, maybe 2L. Let's have 2 levels. And now if we sort, you'll see we're sorted a very, also very, and even before a very, analysis a very, as a very, be a very, etc. Okay, so it's all in alphabetical order there. That can be really useful, a way to sort. Sometimes you might do 2 queries. You might, for example, want to look at curious, and you have some examples. What about curiosity? Only 2, but you can search for them both together. The simplest way to do that is to just search for the first letters and then use an asterisk. So this means any word which begins with C-U-R-I-O, and then if we start, we can have it here. You might then, if you're sorting, you might want to start by sorting with the word itself, and then one right. Okay, so that will make sure that curiosity is before curious, because curiosity, OS, comes before OU. If you have quite a lot of words together, you can see that. That's if the asterisk is attached to a word. If you have very space, asterisk, space, and, asterisk with a space either side means any word. Okay, so it's very complicated and very interesting, and again, we can sort this. Very abstract and very clear and very complicated and comprehensive and confused and curious and etc. Okay, so the wildcard asterisk is the most useful wildcard. There are others. Again, you can find that in the ANCOM tutorials. So it can mean a word on its own, or it can mean the end of a word, or it can mean the beginning of a word. For example, if you're interested in all the words which end in ly, There are quite a lot of them. Again, sort by level 0, first of all. Absolutely, accurately, actively, actually. All the words in our corpus which end in ly. Isn't that wonderful? One tool we haven't looked at yet is the collocates tool. If we go here, type in interesting, start. Needs to jump to the word list tool to generate a word list because we haven't done this yet since I've reopened Anconc. Okay, it'll do that automatically, and then it will give you a list like this. What does this tell us? It tells us that the word interesting collocates, it co-occurs, it is near the word topical at a statistically quite high level. What does that mean? At the moment we've chosen a window, a fan of 5 to the left and 5 to the right. If we only choose 3 to the left and 3 to the right, that might give a different answer. Maybe also we're not interested in words which only co-occur once. Maybe we want to say at least they co-occur twice. So topical, there's only one occurrence of topical occurring close to interesting. So maybe we're not interested in that. Maybe you only want to have words which occur more frequently than that. So now having put 3L and 3R, so it's in a window from 3 words to the left, 3 words to the right, at least twice, and start. Here we find it becomes interesting. Interesting investigation, very interesting. 19 occurrences, but because very is a frequent word, very is more frequent than investigate. So why is very lower down? Because very is frequent in any corpus. It's frequent in many other positions, not just close to interesting. But investigate 3 times close to investigate. And if you click on this, you can see there are only, well, if we just type in here, there are only 7 occurrences of investigate in total, of which, if I use the arrow down tool, now let's go back to the clusters tool here. No, not the clusters tool, the collocates tool, sorry. There are only 7 occurrences of investigate in the whole of my corpus, 30,000 words, but 3 of those 7 words occur within 3 words to the left and right of interesting. Okay, that's why it's significant. If you're not sure what the significance means, go to Settings, Tool Preferences, Collocates, remember, oops, and it tells you we're using MI score, which is mutual information. If you're not sure what mutual information means, Google it. You could use cheap T-score instead, but probably mutual information is the one that you're interested in. So let's cancel that. Okay, what else could we do? I think that's really pretty much it. Let's try just one more example in here in the collocates tool, a word which we saw was frequent in the clusters, time. So back in the collocates tool, if I type in, oops, time here, what are the frequent words within 3 words to the left and right, minimum occurrence of 2, waste time, running time or time running, what could that be, do you think? 2 occurrences only. I'm running out of time. Oh, and he gives us one example. You always have to check things. Dedicate time, time consuming. What could that be? Well, not surprisingly, it is time consuming, all 19 occurrences, and so on. Takes time, wasted time. Fortunately, fortunately, what was that? This time, okay, time, unfortunately. Right, I think that gives you an overview of the various tools in Anconc. I'll turn it off now. I'll come back for one more time just for a conclusion.